Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. Today I've actually come on to record a simple stamping card for the series of 100 that I'm thinking I can do. I don't know if I've bitten off more than I can do because I'm just on card number 2 and I've switched on the video and I haven't even decided what colours. Okay, so I'm trying to think, will I use copper clay or will I use pecan pie in here? I'm going to go with pecan pie. So I've just chosen out 3 colours. I have a card base, 2 little bits of the, let me tell you what designer series paper this is, All About Autumn, and this is in the mini catalogue, the winter one, the one that goes September to December. Pardon me, it will be live by the time you see this. In my head it will be about the 16th of September that you see this, which will be, I don't know what day of the week that will be, I'm lost. Anywho, so I've got a Moody Mauve card base, which just happened to have had a bit sliced off it, and I'm not quite sure why, but it was in my card base box, so let's just use it up and not waste it. So when I had some scraps of the All About Autumn paper, I thought, well, just let's go with what we've got here. So I have cut myself, I've got a strip of, and even see I've been using up that scrap because I've been, so I'm going to do that bit on the front. So this piece is 2 centimetres and that is 6 centimetres, and inside I've got a strip. I could do, you know, we could use the other side, but in this instance I'm just going to stick with this beautiful boho blue with the copper gilt, the copper embossing on it, and I've got a strip to go inside. So I'm thinking that bit's stuck in there. That'll go there. We're just about right. We'll sort all that out when we get the glue out. But for the moment, since it's really about stamping, we'll use this scrap, or shall we stick down? I'll stick down the designer series paper. Let's do that. This still comes under simple stamping because this is just a bit of simple gluing. It's still, you know, ink, stamps and paper. It just happens to be pattern paper on this bit. So I'm setting the rules because it's my challenge. So I probably should have done this last, but never mind. We can trim off any bits that are left over. Let's just make sure that that's just on the fold and no more there. So that's that bit, and then we'll glue this bit in. Such pretty paper, this All About Autumn paper. One side is metallic embossed. So if you don't already have any, you know, it might be a good idea to get some ordered up because it's pretty. And you could use this, certainly the back of the pictures, the paper, all year round. There's quite a lot of it, you know, although some of it's beautiful photography, autumn photography, but so that one will go in there, see, like that, and it won't get in the way of the fold. And then this one will go here, so we have our message to write in there, and this one. So we might stamp something on that, so we'll keep that just now, and we'll do a bit of stamping. I'm just going to play with the leaves. I haven't really planned this out. I just, you know how I roll, I just lift things and say, right, let's do something. I absolutely adore this sentiment. Autumn teaches us change can be beautiful. I do think that is gorgeous. So I'm going to, you can see I've used this stamp set. I'm going to kind of use that as my starting point because I want to have it in there. because I've used the Moody Mauve as the background colour, let's just stamp this sentiment with Moody Mauve. I'm going to pop it up here, about there. I've no idea why. My brain just thought it would be a good idea, so that's what we do. And then I'm going to bring in the leaves. And I think we'll do these big leaves in Moody Mauve. Now, I'm just thinking this feels a bit juicy, and these are distinctive stamps, so let's just stamp off. Yeah, it's a bit juicy. So let me just get, where is my old bone folder? Why is it I don't think of these things before I come on? What else have I got that's smooth? I don't want anything that might damage. I should have another. I'm looking for one of the rounded blocks. They're all, my blocks are everywhere just now. Here's one that's got a rounded edge. Let's just, all I want to do, see, here we go, inky fingers everywhere. All I want to do is just move the ink up to one end of the pad. I don't want to take it away. I will wipe that bit off. Well, I can, some of it there. But I do have a wee cloth here. I'll just take that off and we'll clean it up properly later. This is supposed to be quick, but I'm making it slow. But that's okay. Right, so we're going to just ink this up and just put that one just in this corner. Won't have whole leaves on this at all. There's lots of techniques and tricks you can do with the leaves. Great fun for stamping with. But for today, I'm just going to keep it just as simple as I can. It is just simple stamping. Maybe on one of my lives, I'll do some techniques where you can have, you know, multicoloured leaves. And then we'll just change colour and leaf. Bring in the pecan pie. That's actually pretty as it is. And we could, you know, we could stick to a monotone type of card and just have just the one. We've got some pecan pie coming in here. It's probably the same, it's probably a bit juicy, yes it is, but I'm not going to overthink it. It will die back a bit as the ink dries, it will go back a little. Just because these are relatively new ink pads. And then we'll bring in the little leaves and the beautiful wild wheat, which I think will balance this out a bit. Where are the little leaves? There's a bit of me wants to cut these apart so that I can get into smaller spaces, but we'll see how we go. Bit in here, so just filling in around the sides and bringing in that third colour with these leaves. Oh, I've got a wee fly flying about here. Just use your stamp just to build up a bit of a border there around so that you don't have too much white space on the edge. So just a tip in there. I think we'll just leave it at that. That's quite pretty, isn't it? I rather like it actually. I know self-praise is no praise, but you know, if it makes me happy, it's doing something good. And then basically we're just going to stamp that on. So stamping is something that's fun, and so I wonder if inside we've got autumn teaches us that change can be beautiful. What about I'm thankful inside? And whoever you send it to, you can elaborate when you send it to them. Oh, that's too small. Oh, blocks all over the place today. So again, we'll just, I'm using my grid paper just to, or was, I can't even see that straight line, just to kind of get a bit of straight. And then we'll just pop, we'll go back to our Moody Off for inside. And just quite simply, I'm thankful. And as I say, you can elaborate on that with whatever you choose to write. Might want to just stamp a bit. I'm just getting that off there. Give it a wipe with my chamois. And just to show you just a wee quick simple stamping trick. I want to have that leaf kind of just coming down but over the words, so let's just stamp off, and then onto there. So you can still see. You could do the same further down. 1, 2, 3. And another one maybe up here. Because now I've started, obviously I want to keep going. 1, 2, 3. See? It's still simple stamping, but it's just using your ink pad and your stamp, you know, off. So I really like what's happened here. Well, let's pop this inside. I'll just butt it up to the designer series paper so you get quite a flat finish, because you want to keep it away from the fold anyway. So just try and get it, make sure there's no overlap. So there's pretty, and then the front. And it's just so relaxing just to stamp and not make it too complicated. The Stampin' Up artists are so clever, and the detail in the stamps is all the detail you really need. There is a little bit of overhang there, and I could trim that off, but to be honest, when the card's closed you don't see it, so Must have something slightly off somewhere, but I'm not going to sweat the small detail, as they say. I think this one maybe needed to be a bit over, but because it's been on for a while, I can't move it now. So anyway, let's put this over the other way, maybe. Well, it's still seeing right through. But just to let you see as I finish off, that is my second simple stamping project. So thank you very much for coming to watch my video today. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Excuse me. And press the bell icon if you want to know when I'm coming on again. And I hope you'll have a go at just some simple stamping. It's so relaxing. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next video.